Okay, so quality assurance is concerned about this walk-in cooler evaporator. They said it's like super plugged up with mold. There definitely is some fuzzy stuff growing on the line set. We'll probably clean that and tape it with some electrical tape so it's not really a hospitable surface for mold. But on the back of here, it's actually pretty clean, but it's coming apart. See this? You can get it clean-ish, but it's always going to look kind of bad. So, in any case, we will detail it and try to get it running a little cleaner and nicer for them. Yeah, it really is pretty gross. There's a lot of like mold in here for whatever reason. Just enough organic stuff has accumulated on the outside that the aluminum, which would normally be bacteria free, is actually pretty gross. So we'll probably take these panels off and get them washed in the sink, and then we'll hose everything else down with this. We are going to actually rinse it, but this stuff can be a no rinse formula. But it breaks up tough dirt and grime, deodorizes, it's non-corrosive to the metal and plastic. I imagine it makes it pretty inhospitable for mold, although it's not specifically mentioning mold on here as far as I can tell, but this stuff like foams up really nicely. So we're gonna soak the whole coil down with this stuff and get it eating up the nasty stuff. Yeah, it definitely is pretty gross. It definitely needs the mold cleaned out of it. That is pretty nasty. It's definitely worse than I thought. I kind of was thinking they were being dramatic, but it's actually pretty bad. So the coil actually looks really good. It's the rest of the unit that's really bad. Moldy and yucky all up through here. And wait till you see the drain pan. This is the drain pan, and yeah, that's actually really bad. I'm quite surprised how icky the drain pan is, so I'm glad I am taking it fully apart. I'm gonna rinse all that down with the chemical. We're gonna let it soak. I'm gonna take this out and scrape it and then hit it with chemical, let it soak, and then scrub everything, and we'll put everything back together, but it's pretty yucky. And that stuff is really thick on there. I just can't believe how bad it was. I think you just don't really notice it. I mean, as a service guy, I'm pretty focused on the coil. So I normally don't look at the drain pan and stuff, but wow, yeah, that's nasty. Okay, so I hit all the nasty surfaces with some of that coil cleaner. I'll let it soak. I'll come back and scrub everything down. The only things that are water sensitive are the motors and this thermostat and that solenoid coil. They're all fairly waterproof. And then I think I might go pick up some fresh insulation to recover this because it is actually pretty gross. So hot soapy water now. After it's soaked for a while. Just gonna get in here, pick the other covers off. And we'll just scrub every surface on the thing. As best we can. Probably should clean the blades off good too. So I did get the motors out of there. It's just gonna be impossible to clean this with the motors in the way, because like this stuff is really thick on here. And you see what's coming down onto the floor and onto my face. So anyway, it's not very fun to video while I'm doing this, but like even the wiring in here is caked with this stuff, so they were not being dramatic. The thing needed a deep clean. Okay, so I pretty much scrubbed down all the surfaces now once, and it's ready to be thoroughly rinsed. And I tore off the insulation where it was moldy up to about there. I gotta try to catch as much of the water and mold that is coming off of this thing. I can't believe how bad it is. It was a lot worse than I realized at first. I did decide to use hot water for this because it would help kind of break down any other greases and just generally clean it a little bit better than cold water. Here's what the water looks like that I rinsed off of that thing. Pretty black. Nasty. Oh, the second batch of water is almost as bad. It's a little clearer though. This pan does definitely have some discoloration and pitting just from the aluminum biodegrading. Or degrading, I should say. But there's not really much I can do about that. I scrubbed it really hard with this and with that, and it still has this discoloration. Cleaning up these motors is just really meticulous because I don't want to get them wet, but there's so much grime in and on them. But just carefully do as best I can. Alright, so here's all the components after stripping them off and cleaning them really well. They look really quite good. Took a lot of elbow grease. This is probably the worst looking piece, but it just has a lot of pitting in it that I can't really scrub out. But everything else cleaned up really good, especially the faces of these fan motors. And then in here, you can see it's all nice and clean now. Compared to what that looked like before, that is incredible. And I got all the mold washed off of the wires. Remember, it was like caked on there. Even up in here. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble and we should be in good shape. Putting the unit back together, of course, is just reverse order of how I took it apart. Started with the fan motors, and they just have these 4 nuts that actually hold them in there. Once I had those in place properly, I proceeded with the side panels, which are just secured with those 5/16 screws. The left side panel is like sticking out further to one side than it should, and that's because somebody must have replaced the expansion valve, and when they did it, they didn't really get it tucked in all the way, so the piping's actually in the way, so I can't really get that panel to go back where it was supposed to be. And then you do have to be really careful putting the screws back in so that you don't accidentally put a long screw where a short screw was and run a screw into the coil. And then the drain port hooked up, but it was kind of difficult to get the thread started. Nice. So I got the line insulated from that point on down, and then I insulated this piece as well. It was kind of weird, the expansion bulb actually wasn't even insulated. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a lot better than what it was. I was having a really hard time getting this threaded on. I would not recommend taking that back off. So when I was taking that last video, I actually noticed there was still a little sludge up in that top corner. So I actually just rinsed the whole coil again to get rid of that last little bit of sludge. But yeah, I think we got it now. I think it looks pretty good. One of the carvers is rattling a little bit. Might need to tighten up a screw. But otherwise, looking really nice. A lot better than it did. There we go, I got the rattle to go away. Yeah, definitely not the most fun item to work on just because all the water and mold and stuff that like gets all over you while you're working on it. But yeah, definitely needed to happen, and I can see why they were concerned about it. Like I said, at first I thought they were kind of overreacting, but they definitely weren't. And also, that's not really something you would want your workers to do, because I did have to take it apart a long way. But yeah, no, we should be good.